Of course, a big clear out around Boris Johnson's operation, a number of resignations that we saw throughout this week. And now a move that I really do find quite amazing when you consider the fact that the Conservatives obviously need to really rebuild that Brexiteer coalition. If Boris Johnson, if the Conservatives are going to get another majority, it's clear that many Leavers and lots of you commenting on my channel are losing faith in Boris and the Conservative government with that big Brexit majority. And I must say that this shake-up of Boris Johnson's top team is slightly worrying. I mean, Steve Barclay coming in as Chief of Staff, I do think is a good move. He seems like a pretty solid chap. And I do try and call these things, you know, how I see them. And I think that may be a good appointment. But let's just look at what is going on here in terms of the new Director of Communications. This guy, you know, at the top of Boris Johnson's team, Guto, Harry. And now this guy may look a bit familiar, and I'll play the clip in a bit. You may remember him, but he's an ex-BBC and not just a Remainer. And I think this matters in terms of when you're trying to, you know, maximise the Brexit opportunities, you know, win back support from Leavers, from many who voted Leave and then voted Conservative for the first time ever. You know, many of those Red Wall Conservative MPs have pretty slim majorities made possible their victory by Brexit voters who voted Tory for the first time. And now you've got this guy, as Boris Johnson's hiring him as his new Director of Communications. Now this guy's actually said that Boris Johnson's heart's not in Brexit and that he made a spectacular miscalculation in backing Brexit. It went further than that. I mean, this guy has talked about, in an article, actually saying Brexit is less about wanting the country back than taking it back to a bygone age. Don't be fooled and don't dismiss the experts here, he said. As I said, you may have seen this geezer from GB News. Here's the clip.
With the benefit of hindsight, I may have underestimated how close to the surface the racism still was. I actually now get it, and so much so that I think, you know, we should all take the knee. In fact, why not take the knee now and just say it's a gesture, but it's an important gesture. And, you know, it's not about me in the studio, but for them to do that as footballers on the field makes sense.
So yeah, look, I try and call it down the middle. I say it as I see it, and I find this appointment something that, far from reassuring the sort of voters that Boris Johnson, the Conservatives, need to win back, pretty troubling indeed. Now, of course, some will say it doesn't matter his views on any of this stuff. He's just in there to do a job. Let me know in the comments below if you think that's right or not. With Boris Johnson facing a challenge from some Conservative MPs, of course, and some letters going in. The challenge for Boris Johnson's government ultimately, but what they intend to do with that big pro-Brexit majority going forward. And let me know what you make of this appointment of this Director of Communications. Does it alter? Does it change your perception of the government? As ever, I'll keep bringing you the very latest on this and more. So please do give this video a big thumbs up. And of course, as ever, guys, thanks so much for watching.